Hello and welcome. We'll start the live in a few minutes. Bear with me. Okay. So we'll be able to start in a few minutes, in a few seconds now. Let's check that everything is okay. 1 2 1 2. All right. All right, so this is the presentation of the ESP32 Muse Luxe. So this is this card. I will show it here. So this card is basically a ESP32 board using Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, of course. It's using one audio input, and you will be able to do with this a Bluetooth speaker. So it could be sold separately, just like this, or in a beautiful Bluetooth speaker like this. All right, which is available on pre-order. You could pre-order it now on raspberryaudio.com. So the link is in the description of the video. So the idea behind this new product is to be able to have a speaker that you could reprogram using Arduino IDE. So if you want to do just a simple Bluetooth speaker with it, no problem. We will give also the open source code to make a Bluetooth speaker, or we could also use it for any kind of project. For example, if you want to do like maybe a baby phone or a Skype or Zoom device with just a push of a button, you will be able to call somebody, or I don't know. You could. This will be delivered with a software development kit to control all peripherals, like the codec, the audio codec. There is also one NeoPixel on it, and many features. So I think the first part of this video will be just to show you all the features available on the board, and then we will assemble the electronic into the case, just to show you a little bit how it works. So I'm just going to check quickly that if the sound volume is okay. Let me check once again with my colleagues downstairs. Vous entendez le son? Ah, vous n'avez pas WhatsApp par mail? Bon. Okay. So let's hope that the sound volume is okay, the sound level is okay, and we'll start. So here is my beloved microscope. Actually, it's a trinocular, so I could see with 2 eyes, so it's easy when you do like soldering. So this way you could have like a 3D view and you could orient yourself while doing like some soldering. And the third eyes, if I could say, is you, and this is basically this camera here at the bottom left corner. So what do we have on this board? So here you have, of course, can I zoom out this? No, I'm at the maximum of the zoom. So you have a ESP32. So the ESP32 is ESP32 Rover, which is using SP RAM. SP RAM is some kind of RAM, but it's almost some flash. It's between flash and RAM. Then you have, of course, a USB to serial chip, so you will be able to reprogram it. So it's a 2104. It's quite usual for this kind of board. And on the back of the board you have the codec. So the codec is used to code and decode data, audio data, and this is the codec here. So the codec which I use, it's a good question. Well, I don't remember. I will give you the reference in 1 second. Bear with me. I need to open quickly my bill of material. So the codec which is used, it's quite a complex codec which is able to have like input output. So you could have you have one onboard microphone input, and you have a line in input, as well as a stereo output for the speakers. We'll come back on that a bit later. So while I'm searching this, I will come back. Oh, we have 2 viewers. That's amazing. So the codec which is used, minute. Bear with me. Okay, I have it. I'm going to put it on the side here. So it's an Everest semiconductor, which is ES8388. You can look at it. So I'm continuing. So then you have two 5-watt amplifier here. Where are they? Yes, here. Yes. So 2 times 5-watt amplifier. And of course you have the charging circuit for external battery. It's a classic one. You have also a SD card reader here, a NeoPixel here, a microphone which is here, analog microphone, and that's pretty much it. And here of course you have 3 buttons. I'm going to try to show you that here. So you have 3 buttons, 3 push buttons. Alright. So if I turn it on, it's detected as a USB port, and then you could upload your sketch on the Arduino IDE. Alright, so of course there is an on-off button as well here. On-off button here, and this jack is an input jack. So let's say you want to plug an audio source such as your phone, if you still have an audio jack on your phone, and it will be able to be amplified or recorded on the SD card. Oh, and I forgot something. You also have here, if you could see it here. This is a plug to plug external sensors. Let's say you want to plug a screen on it, or you want to plug a humidity sensor or some kind of buttons. Actually, you have already plenty of sensors which are available. It's called Grove sensor. It's something that have been developed in the past years by Seeds Studio, I believe, and that became some kind of de facto standard today. Alright, so what I would like to try today is to basically assemble this in the casing. The casing that will be available when you pre-order the device. So in terms of availability today, when I'm talking, we are the February 3rd. I think I could be able to, if I don't find any major bug, be able to produce a third batch in a month from now. So I guess March, 3rd of March or something like that. Alright, so let's try it. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this. Right, maybe I need to zoom out a little bit. Can I do that? No, I can't. So step back a little bit. And I think for now the microscope is not relevant, and I guess this is not as well. So I will just put guess I can just put I have no idea how to put me. Well, that's okay like this, alright. I will just put myself like this. Yes. In the little corner. Perfect. Alright. So again, the idea is that you will be able to order this board alone if you want to do your own speaker. But if you are lazy, as me, and you just want a plug-and-play speaker with a ESP32 on it, you could buy the whole product. So 2 options. Of course, the speaker will be delivered assembled. So we'll start to solder it. If I do like this, yes, like this, yes, better. Here with the tape is actually where the battery is connected, so to avoid any short, I just placed a little bit of tape on it. So I believe this one will be the right output, so we should go in the right here, so you can see it here. Maybe I can do this. Wait. Yes. Wait. Okay. Yeah, like this. Okay. Yeah. It's not perfect, but it's okay. So the right output is this one. Minus right. I don't know who will be watching this video, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure why I'm doing this. I guess for promotional purpose. Not even sure. I'm burning myself. Just take. So right now I'm spending 10 minutes just to solder a wire, and then the red wire, which is the plus of the right speaker, it's not super clean, but no, that's disgusting. much better. Okay, same here. Okay, I think I need some flux. What is a flux? Okay. Don't worry, if you order this, that will come pre-soldered, so you don't have to do this nonsense. last but not least, the ground, the battery ground. So the game is not too short, the ground with VBAT. That could be bad. Or maybe if I turn off the device first, that will help. Maybe you will have some magic smoke. Why? Come on. Ten hours later. I think I will edit this so it's less boring. Receive the message. So I'm not alone. Oh, let's clean this a little bit. All right. Who is talking to me? Yeah, I have 3 viewers right now. Amazing. So let's check. Is it turning on? Okay, we'll try to connect using Bluetooth. Probably gonna fail. It should be on right now. Should it be? Should it not? Yes, should be on now. And if I plug the USB, it shows that the battery is charging. You can see the little blinking LED here. Okay. So turn the Bluetooth on. So it's named Muse. The Bluetooth speaker is named Muse. It's paired, but is it connected? Maybe I will try to connect with my phone, but the issue is I'm using this camera is my phone, so I'm not sure what's going to happen now. Still working. It's amazing. Okay, so my phone is connected to the speaker, and I will try to play any kind of music. Let's see, what could I play? I guess I could not play some content with copyright, otherwise YouTube will censor it. So I need to find the content without copyright. That would be I will Google audio no copyright. No copyright audio. Okay. And then I will click on anything. And it's working. So you could hear that the sound quality is pretty bad, and the reason is that speakers are not in the enclosure. So this speaker is using quite famous technology for that kind of speaker, which is basically two speakers which are sealed in a box, so only the positive wave could come to you, and cancelling the backward wave, and using a passive speaker for bass. So the passive speakers is basically a membrane that will move up and down, producing some low level frequency, and the passive speaker has to be calibrated with some kind of weight here, which is depending on the size of box and the speaker specifications. Right, so I just want to see if the battery is working. Yes, you could see that when I'm unplugging this, maybe I will turn off the light a little bit. I will dim the light here. Yes. So you can see the blue LED. So the blue LED is discharging the battery, and of course you could play music while this is discharging. And when you plug this USB, it is charging the battery, and at the same time you could of course play the music. Alright, so let's try to unplug that now and assemble everything. I think I don't need the microscope anymore for that job, so I will kill that. I will put this. No, it's too bad I don't know how to put myself. Order, yes. Move to top. Yes, I'm on top. Here you are. That's better. I have one viewer, one. Okay. Well, thank you, stranger. So, yes, let's do it. I will move the microscope out of the way. I hope so. I could do that, I'm not sure. Never did that before. Yes. Yes. Yes, much better. And, okay. Maybe take some high here. Yes. Maybe I will put, whoa, sorry. And I will put myself here. Yes, much better. And I will turn on that light here. Yes. So, it goes that way. The SD card is on that way. Okay. Then I need to pass the cable. As I said before, it's very important that the box is sealed. So the negative part of the audio wave, if you could say so, will not interfere and cancel and make this dirty sound you heard before. Okay, so here you can see. Oh, I think I could zoom with that. Let's try. Oops. Can you zoom in? Yes, I can. And well, okay. All right. So it's well in place, and then I'm placing. So the design of the speaker is pretty simple. I think it could be improved a little bit, but you will see that the sound quality is quite amazing already. For the price range, of course, don't expect anything like a high-end Bose or whatever speaker quality. Now the intent of this project is for you to understand how a Bluetooth speaker works and develop your own application. It means that if you want to develop, I don't know, something where you just want a standalone device, audio device, or you just push on a button and you have like your daily news or something like that. Or maybe if you want to implement your own vocal assistant, not naming Alexa or Google Home, it's possible with the ESP32. You have some project. I'm not sure it's always the fastest, but it's doable. So right now, as you can see here, it's not fitting very tight. So if I apply some pressure, maybe. Nope. Yes, nope. Yes, no. Speaker is centered. Something is not tight. Okay, what's happening here? So this should be okay. Maybe this is it. I think I know what's happening. I think that I should have soldered. Oh, maybe I could see it here. Should have soldered the wire on this side and not this side, because then now they're getting in the way, and because of this part here, it's not fitting. But to be honest, I'm quite lazy to do it right now because it will require to desolder everything and resolder it, and it's not such the most exciting thing to do during a live session. So that will be sufficient that way. Screw number 1, screw number 2. I need more screws. I lost the screws, of course. Wow, the screw. Where are you? Where did I put the screw? Okay. For the demo, that will be enough. I assure you that you will receive something tightly sealed, because I will not be the one doing the job. So this is a proof, the best proof that it will be better. Alright, let's try to put again some non-copyrighted music. Let's change, let's put this one. This is a terrible music. This is the kind of music you can hear on AliExpress promotion videos. I will clean up with isopropylic alcohol. Here you are. How many viewers do we have today? Okay, that's pretty sad. Okay, I don't mind, I don't care. That's beautiful. La, 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 la. I'm cleaning my speaker while doing a live video on YouTube that nobody is watching anyway. Alright, it's clean now. Okay, so what can you do? Oof, alcohol. So what can you do with this speaker now? Good question. Let's try to program it. Oh, I didn't mention something I'm quite proud of. It's you have here a little hidden button nobody knows about except me, and I'm gonna share that with you in a minute. Maybe. Alright, so on the ESP32 you need a reset button, because time to time your application is crashed and everything. And of course you can do the on-off button. This is kind it's not very clean. So let's say you put a sharp object, a pointy object, and through the audio jack, and you just push it and you will hear a click. Probably can't hear the click, but I can, you have to believe me. And that will be the reset button. Alright, let's open the Arduino IDE right now. Please, if you have one comment or if you want just to chat with me, just open the chat box. I think that's... I'm sure it's working, pretty sure. Arduino is quite slow to launch, so I would reduce that one this way. Yes, like that. And I will put the desktop display capture. Of course I can't. So it's all ready, but I can't display the Arduino. That's problematic. It's problematic. Aha! I got it. Yes. Like that. Yes. Here we are. So, as I said before, it's mapped on COM29 here. So let's try to. Sorry. The board is ESP32 dev module. I'm using a huge app. And I'm using. That's pretty much it. I have some data here to upload. So if you don't know, when you have SPRAM, you can basically upload some files into the SPRAM, and that will be available as a file in your software. So first we'll try to do that. So it's trying to connect to COM29, and I think that's already done. Okay, so right now we just transferred some wave files that will be used by the sketch, and then we are going to upload. That's gonna, it might take a while because the sketch is quite big. So here you can see, I'm not sure you can see, but I'm going to describe it to you. This is a mapping for the buttons, the 3 buttons that you have here. And this is aux detect. Aux detect is basically when you insert something in the auxiliary port. Well, you have a 0 to 1 value transition. Headphone detect. I think it's irrelevant here. I left it from a different program. SD detect is when you put a SD card, so you can detect that the SD card is present. Power amp on is actually a variable that could allow you to turn on and off the 2 amplifiers that you saw on the 2 5-watt amplifier. So let's say you want to avoid any interference, then you will have to turn off this value. So you have no amplification in that mode. Blee, 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 blee. So what does it do? This is the address, the I2C address of the codec. So basically, when you turn on the volume or turn off the volume or change from one input to an output or something like that, the codec is controlled by I2C command, which is on this address, 0x10 in hexadecimal. And you have everything here. When you detect the insertion of the SD card, it will read the file on the SD card, of course. MP3, WAV, and other format. When the SD card is off, it will go to Bluetooth mode. When you insert a jack into the line input, you have an event as well, which is detected with the insertion of the jack, and you will go in auxiliary modes, just amplifying the signal that you have on the aux jack. And it's still compiling. So we will deliver, of course, this with this piece of software that you see, which is basically emulating a full Bluetooth speaker. But that's not enough. So we also ported a project we call SqueezeAmp. So it's an open source project. So we will share the code, we'll fork the code, and SqueezeAmp, if you don't know it, maybe I could show you that while it's compiling. It's I'll try that. Basically, it's the same. It's a software, but it's much more evolved than our little software for the Bluetooth speaker, because you will be able to do like AirPlay, Bluetooth, of course, and much more, such as the Logitech Media Server. So basically, the Logitech Media Server is a technology that allows you to stream some files which are located on a server locally. Doing this, well, it's a different approach where you do not depend on an external server like Spotify or other to stream some music. You just stream your own music from your own server locally or not, actually. And as you maybe know, AirPlay from Apple and also the Bluetooth, the Logitech Media Server has a synchronization function. So it means if you have several devices like this, you will be able to synchronize all of them together to play. So let's say you have some music in the kitchen and some music in the living room, then you will be able to synchronize all of them and to have like one single sound available in every room of your apartment. But we don't have too much this issue in France because the apartments are so tiny, especially in Paris. So. And still compiling. This is very long. I think my computer is very slow too because I'm running multiple cameras everywhere, and I'm streaming at 1080p on a YouTube server. So while it's compiling, I would like to show you something. It's a Squeeze. So you have this, I think it's Canadian, this person who developed this. Philippe 44, yes. He must be in the francophone part of Canada, I guess. Maybe not. So this is a new project. So this code has been ported to work on this ESP Muse speaker. Blah 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 blah, supported hardware. And this guy is selling his own hardware. It's a different approach. It's not portable approach, I think. It's much more like a living room thing. Could look at it. It's called SqueezeAmp. So he ported the thing on many targets. But the bottom line is that the features are for that project. I think he's describing this. Yes. Stream local music and connect to all major online provider. Logitech's media server. Okay. You can stream from a Bluetooth device. And you can stream AirPlay. Well, that's pretty much it. And then you have buttons to do like play, pause, volume up and down. Oh yes, and you have a 10 bands equalizer. That's quite good because actually the microphone I'm using here is a calibrated microphone, so it means that will be able to give you some equalization files to improve the sound quality. I don't know if you know, but each time you buy a speaker, there is a digital compensation to it. It means each box have different resonance frequency, and you have some gap somehow, and you could compensate this gap digitally by equalizing the thing. So this is one of the reasons some very small speaker has some amazing bass, because people love bass. And this is mostly due to digital compensation, but this is a very vast subject. But yeah, the idea is this. So I will be able to give you like the equalizing file for it. Okay, while I was talking too much, the sketch was uploaded to the target. Let's put the row. Let's put the trace here. So this is a serial console from the ESP32, which is actually in this box. We're gonna reset it. If I can find the spot, yes. So right now you can see it's in Bluetooth. It's trying to play the Bluetooth file, which is we should have uploaded before, but somehow it didn't find the file, I guess. Maybe I did something wrong. I need to configure the button again, the I/O of the button. Let's try to connect again with my phone. Alright. Another non-copyrighted music, so open source. No, it's not open source, but oops, it's going through my phone. Maybe because I reset it before the connecting. So here you can see it's connected, and it gives me the title. It gives me the title of the music I'm playing. One good thing is using the Squeeze Lite ESP32 Squeeze Lite. You will be able to connect an external screen using, well, can you see it? Using that port here, and I will basically give you all the settings you need to set up that screen. I'm not selling that screen. I will be using an existing screen. Okay, so let's play music. Let the music begins. Oops. Of course, it's totally irrelevant for you to hear the sound quality through my microphone.
Dark, it was a Saturday night. Remember seeing you just dancing in the middle of the crowd. There was something about you, cause you got stuck in my mind. Stuck in my mind, stuck in my mind. I thought I'd give it a go and I started talking to you. I don't know what I said, but the next thing I knew is that I held you in my arms and you asked what we should do. What should we do? What should we do? I said you can do what you...
Okay, that's enough. And if I put an SD cards with some MP3 on it, it's gonna be able to play it. But well, I think in the next video I will show you already how to use SqueezeLite, which is much more impressive. And maybe some different options. I will fix also the buttons. I didn't plug the I/O of the buttons. To make something a bit cleaner. But yes, if you aren't ready to send me your pre-order, I will try to deliver in a month or so, hopefully. I already have some people that have pre-ordered the device. Thank you to my supporters. And that's it for today. Thank you for your time, and I will try to edit this video because it's way too long to be watchable by anybody with a real life and a job. Bye bye. Cheers.